Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Ronal, a junior psychologist from India, and today we are going to talk about a really interesting topic. Before we jump into the topic, I wanted to introduce you to my business. I have an online counseling business. So if you or anybody you know is interested, then don't forget to check out the link down in the description box and send it to anybody who might find it helpful. Now, let's jump into the video. Let me begin with a story. In summer of 2025, I got the opportunity to present my research work at a national conference in Ludhiana, Punjab. I was excited. I felt validated. But at the same time, I felt, why me? Why would they choose me? There's so many more applicants who are way better and way capable than me. These thoughts kept me up at night. I felt like a fraud, an imposter. Today, we are going to talk about imposter syndrome. Think of it this way: you're standing in the middle of the Shibuya crossing. You've never been here before. All of the people around you are passing by you, making swift movements. Perfect timing to reach their destination. But you're just standing there. You're baffled. You don't know what to do next, even though you know exactly where you want to go and how to go. But you feel like you cannot make those swift movements, cannot have that perfect timing, cannot walk fast enough to make across that crossing. This is what imposter syndrome feels like. Imposter syndrome is when your achievements are real, but your mind convinces you that they aren't, leaving you feeling like you're living somebody else's life. The above examples were describing the feeling of fraud when you compare yourself to others. But there are other ways of thinking as well. For example, people with imposter syndrome might think, I got lucky. I don't deserve this. Everyone thinks I'm smarter than I really am. Soon they'll find out that I'm not good enough. They constantly compare themselves to others. They constantly feel anxiety to start something new. They constantly overwork to prove themselves. Imposter syndrome is not a clinical diagnosis. It's a thinking and feeling pattern that can show up in your academics, in your career, in your relationships, even personal growth. So, then why does it happen? Imposter syndrome is usually shaped by perfectionism. If anything is less than perfect according to your standards, then you assume that you're a failure. High expectations from your family, friends, college, work, school, growing up with pressure to excel, which leads you to set unrealistic standards, internal standards for yourself. Being a minority in a space, for example, women in male dominated work areas, women in male dominated fields, or vice versa, men in women dominated fields, first gen students, creatives, people from marginalized backgrounds often feel like they need to prove or earn their place. New roles or transitions, new jobs, promotions, starting a master's can amplify your doubts. Comparison culture. Today, we live in an age where we have Instagram, LinkedIn, where people put up their highest points. That can distort your own sense of self worth. There are actually five common types of imposters. First, the perfectionist. Anything short of flawless feels like a failure. Second, the expert. You never feel like you know enough. Third, the soloist. Asking for help feels like admitting weakness. Fourth, the natural genius. If something doesn't come easily, you think you're not truly competent. Last, the superhuman. You push yourself to work harder than anyone else to prove your worth. So, then how to deal with this feeling? The fact here is, it will never happen that you will never feel like an imposter again, even when you try these tips out. There are going to come moments where you will feel like this. It's okay, but these tips will help you come out of it, to deal with it effectively. First, reality check your thoughts. Ask yourself, what facts support this feeling or this thought? Ask yourself for receipts. Usually, the proof is your consistent performance. 2. Separate your feelings from facts. You can feel inadequate and still be qualified. You can feel like you don't know enough, you're not doing enough, but your achievements are still your achievements. They are still your qualifications. 3. Track your wins. You can keep a journal where you can say win journal or wins journal, and you can note down all of your achievements in that journal. It will help you with your self doubt. 4th, talk about it. This is the most effective way to deal with imposter syndrome. Usually, everybody is feeling like that. High achievers feel like that. So, talking helps. Maybe they will even open up to you. Sharing reduces shame. Allow yourself to learn. Growth requires imperfection. It's okay if you're imperfect right now. It will help you grow, help you achieve more. And lastly, reframe help seeking. Do not think that asking for help is saying that you're incompetent. Asking for help is collaboration. That's it for today's video. If anything from this video was helpful, then don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you the next time I put out a video. Bye bye.